Hello friends, this is Praveen. Welcome to online course on Python basics. In my last video, I have discussed about if-else statement. Today, I am going to discuss about loop statement in Python. So, often a programmer has to write code that performs the same task multiple times. For example, suppose we need to print the salary of employees of a company. So, a company can have hundred of employees or thousand of employees or even more employees. So what how we can calculate the salary of that employees? So let us take it on our IDE. So we'll come to our spider IDE. We'll print the salary. We'll calculate the salary of first employee. Employee one, and then we will enter take the name. So input please enter the name of the employee, and then the salary comprises of basic salary, then DA, then medical allowance, HRA, and other allowances. But for the sake of simplicity here, we'll use only basic and DA in percentage. So basic is different for different employees. So basic of employee one, and I'm using float. It can be float or so float input please enter the basic salary. Then DA. So DA will remain same for everyone. So float input please enter DA in percent. Now if you want to calculate the salary, so salary of EMP1 is equal to basic of EMP1 plus basic of EMP1 star DA divided by 100, as DA is in percentage. So this is the salary. Now we will print here, print salary of name is rupees salary underscore EMP1. So this is what we can this is the code to calculate salary of employee one employee. So I'm just giving this name, salary of employee name is A, employee name is A, then its basic salary is rupees 30,000. Then the D is 67%. So it comes salary of A is rupees 50,100. What if we want to calculate the salary of employee 2? We can simply copy it and we'll paste here. This we will change employee 1 to employee 2, and here we'll change to salary of employee 2, then basic employee 2 and basic employee 2, and then in the print we will change salary of employee 2. That's it. So now if we want to calculate the salary of employee 2, we'll execute this code. So employee 2 is B, its basic is 40,000 Again, the day percent is 67%, and then it comes 66,800. So this is just for two employees. If we need to calculate the salary of 100 employees or 1000 employees, then this code will, the same code will needs to be executed many times. So the codes are getting duplicated, and duplicating codes have got certain disadvantages. It makes program large, it is time consuming, and it may need to be corrected in many places it if ever needs to be corrected or needs to be altered. So to rescue or the solution of this problem is loop statement, is loop in Python or anywhere, any language. So we will use loop. How we can resolve this, avoid this duplicating of codes? So suppose we have calculated uh, salary for two employees. So we know for two employees, so we'll use for loop for I in range. So two. So it is for two employees. So I'm giving two. So it will use 0 and 1. So two times. Then I will pass the same code here. Control V and get the indentation proper. Now I will remove this EMP1. We don't need, because, and then here as well. We don't need this one. We don't need this one. And we don't need this one as well. So what will happen here when we in salary of name salary underscore emp1, right here, we need to change here as well. So what will happen when we execute this amount of code? So it will execute for first employee and then for second employee. Let us take it here. So it is asking for first employee, please enter the name of the employee. So suppose A is 30,000, basic is 30,000, then the D is 67%. So it is saying salary of A is in rupees 50,000. Again it is asking please enter the name of the employee. So it is the second employee. B, basic salary 40,000, then again 67%. So salary of B is rupees 66,800. The same amount of work which we were doing with this many of codes can be achieved with only this amount of code. And this is just for two employees. What if we have 100 of employees? So this amount of code will be repeated 100 times. But with the use of for loop, we need just change, and it is able to calculate the salary of 100 employees. So let us get back to our presentation where we'll see about loop statements. So Python supports two types of loops. First is while loop. It is a condition control loop. So condition control loop, it means for the while loop, a set of statements can be executed as long as a condition is true. You don't know beforehand how many times the loop is going to be executed. Second is for loop, a count control loop. With for loop, a set of statements can be executed to a predefined number of times. So you know beforehand that how many times the set of statements within the for loop will be executed. So while loop. While loop is a condition control loop and it has two parts. Condition, it is tested for true or false, and statements. So it is repeated as long as condition is true. So general format is while the condition which will be tested at every iteration, if it is true, then it will execute this statements. So logic of a while loop is like this. Every time the condition will check, whenever it comes into while loop, first it will check the condition. If the condition returns true, then it will execute the setup statements, and after execution it will again come back to the condition and it will check the condition. If it is still true, if it still returns true, then it will again execute the set of statements, go back to the condition. Again, if it is true, it will execute the set of statements, go back to the condition until it returns false. Once it returns false, it will come out of the while loop. So let us take it in IDE. So here, so we'll comment out. So we don't need this thing, so I'm just removing now. So suppose we want to have this check the number if it is an odd number or even number. So till the number is even, we want to print the number. So we'll use num is equal to int input, please enter a number, and then we'll use the while loop, while num %2 double equal to 0. So what will happen, this condition num %2 double equal to 0 will either be true or false. So till this num %2 returns true, it will execute the set of statements within this. So I'm just printing print num comma is even number, is an even number, and then again we will ask for the input so that it can continue executing. So we don't know how many times the user will enter an even number. So until and unless it enters an odd integer, it will go on executing the setup statement. So here enter number, I'm entering 6. 6 is an even number. Again it is asking for another number. 8, again it is an 124. So it is asking, keep on asking the numbers. It is an even number. What if we want to come out of the loop? We'll just enter some odd number. So this 1 to 3 when divided by 2, does not, the remainder of this 1 to 3 divided by 2 is not 0. So it will return false. So the moment we enter 1 to 3, it will come out of the loop statement. So that loop has terminated. So now what if we want to print that the user has entered a odd number? So in Python we have else statement. We can use else statement with the loop statements. So What we'll do here, we'll use else and we'll use here this print and here we'll use num comma is an odd number. So what will happen till this condition returns true, it will execute this part of the statements, and the moment it returns false, it will come to this else part and it will print this thing, this statement, it will execute. So let us take it here again. So I'm executing, entering number 6, it is even number, so 6 is an even number. 8, again it is an even number. 10, even number. What if I write an odd number, 7? So it is returning 7 is an odd number. This is else part. 7 is an odd number and it has come out of the while loop. We can use this while loop in list or set, dictionary or tuples as well. So let us use it in the this list type of data. So suppose name is equal to, so it has 3 names, sorry, so what will happen if we want to use this while loop on this list data type name. So while name, so what will happen if this name exists or name is having any element in it, then it will keep on executing the statements within the while loop. So I will just print a name. So what will happen if we execute this statement? So it will keep on executing every time because we are not removing any element. So let us take it here. It is going to infinite loop, so we need to stop it. So what we will do, we'll stop it here and then we'll remove the elements from the last position. So name dot pop, at last position, so -1. Now if we execute this, so it will print here ABC. In the first iteration it is printing ABC, in the second iteration it is printing AB, in the third iteration it is printing A, and the moment it removes A, it is coming out of the while loop. So in this case, if we want to print the empty statement, empty list as well, then we can use else here as well. So else print name. So execute it and we can see here, since okay, we have not added this one, so it is printing only empty list. So let us add this line as well from 9. So it will execute, it will start from this point again, so ABC, ABA, and then this is the empty list within this else part. So we have seen basics of while loop statement in Python. In my next video, I will be discussing about for loop. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, then please like, subscribe and share it.